Well, welcome to the ProBrick exclusive YouTube channel. You're with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me. Whoopsie, what have I done there? If you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel, and let's just see if we can get the channel back. There it is. Do subscribe to the channel. I'll put that up now for the subscription. Our message goes to the mummies boys. We don't like mummies boys on this channel, and I'm sick of you calling me a mummies boy. Well, don't be one, is our message. We'll expose you if you're there. We're just letting you know about that. And there's so much more here for you. Let's go to this video.
This is bullshit.
What is it?
This is bullshit.
And that's right, they're struggling. They really are struggling with dating, these older women. They're in all sorts of trouble, and it's not going well for them. Today's scripture, guys, is godliness guards the path of the blameless. Now, blameless means being responsible and accountable. It doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. It just means ultimately being responsible and accountable for those mistakes. But the evil are misled by sin. People that are misled by sin don't take any responsibility and accountability for what they do. And you've got to remember this, guys. It's really important to be self-aware and conscious of what you're doing in your life on a daily basis.
You like the glitter? I got the glitter going on.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I went on a date. So before I even talk about the date, I've been divorced.
Now, if you look in the background, guys, there's cat cages, there's rabbits. Look at the eyes. She's medicated for sure. She's got the wedding ring on. I don't agree with that at all. It's just false. This Sheila is a mess. She's personifying herself to be married. She's not. She's got a house full of pets. Let's see what's going on, guys.
In 6 years. I haven't dated because, I had kids and my mom I was taking care of. And
now listen, guys, they say they haven't dated for 5 or 6 years, but she would have been getting banged here and there. Don't worry about that. She just couldn't hold anybody. Nobody liked her, so she counts that it's not dating. She's been dating. It's usually lies.
My kids are grown. My mom has passed. It's just me and my dogs. So
there you go, me and my dogs. And they say women that have dogs are better than women that have cats, because there's something different going on between women with dogs and women with cats.
It's my time, like I'm 53. It's time for me to meet somebody. And
don't listen to that bullshit. I've met a few of these women that go, it's my time now. I've done my children. I've done this and that. Then you get into their lives, you fill them up with love and affection, and they don't want you. They want to play their part. That's rubbish. They got no clue of themselves. They fall back into their dysfunctional habits, and you're standing there and you're going, I knew this was going to happen.
And, I want to be loved just like everybody else. Everybody wants to be loved.
Is that right, is it? Well, there's got to be a reason why she's on her own, okay? There's got to be a reason.
To be loved. But I want to love someone. I want to put my all into someone, and they give me their all back.
I've had women say this to me so many times with the same countenance and words as this woman, and they just don't last. They don't have the ability to last. They're temporal. They run by the moment. And it's a real shame. It's a shame for them, really, because you just got to let them go.
To the date. Horrendous. Go on a date. It actually was a really nice date up until the end of the date.
Okay, so they're always going to find something, aren't they? Far out.
He proceeded to tell me that I would be really pretty if I lost some weight. I would be really hella sexy if I lost some weight. I don't need to lose weight.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, right? Look, she's not convinced herself. When somebody looks to the side while making a statement, they're deluding themselves. Did you know that? That's a sign of self-delusion. She is not going to take accountability and responsibility for her weight. Godliness guards the path of the blameless, but the evil are misled by sin. She doesn't want to make the effort to lose weight. That's why she's overweight. But I will say I've had some very curvy women that I've had no trouble with at all. I don't mind curves actually myself.
I'm pretty happy in my skin. I have no limitations on myself. You know, I go in the pool, I go on the beach. I don't give a shit. This is my body. I'm proud of myself.
Well, she's got every right to be proud of herself. It doesn't mean anybody else will be, but she's got a right to be.
Ain't nobody gonna make me feel less than.
Now she's on the defensive, right? Look, eyebrows up, head back. That's called the ostrich attack mode. That's an emu ostrich attack mode. She's on the defense.
Know my worth. Now, am I going to date? Maybe. I don't know. It's scary.
See, now she's on the back foot saying it's scary. She's just said she's had a good date. Now she's saying it's scary out there. It is scary out there for women. I've had some women come into my life and treated them like queens. And they've been completely oblivious to themselves and myself. And I've just had to let them go. It's crazy.
Out there, people are icky. And,
yeah, but see, she's been told she's icky because she's a bit overweight. And now she's projecting onto other people.
Nobody wants to be rejected, but to be an asshole, like, damn, dude, you're ugly on the inside. The inside. And that's...
No, that may not necessarily be true because he's just being honest with her. You'd be a lot hotter and more attractive if you lost the pounds. There's nothing wrong with that. All she had to think to herself was, well, he's right, but I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't want to do that. It's too hard. That doesn't mean he's evil. He's done her a favour. He's told her something. This is what happens. You tell these people about the problem. Okay, can we resolve this problem? And they just stand there like there's something wrong with you. And everything could be fixed and you could be riding off into the sunset together, but no, not these ones. No, they're just not going to do it.
That's where it really counts. So
that's why they're on their own.
The bullshit is real.
Just getting banged here and there and left behind. It's really, really sad. I'm telling you, it's really, really sad. The unresolved and lack of accountability out there now is unbelievable. Godliness guards the path of the blameless, but the evil are misled by sin. This girl is misled. I'm sure look, all the women I've had have been lovely, loving women. But there's parts of their life that just ain't going to allow men to stay around. Men don't want to be around. Interfering children, interfering family members, interfering friends, the phone. All this stuff, man, is unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And they will look. She's projected it onto the other bloke that he's evil on the inside because he suggested if you lose some more weight, you'd be absolutely hot. Well, if she doesn't want to listen to that advice, then maybe she's evil on the inside as well because she's projecting back onto him. Just by the way, that's a really good video there, man. The why didn't she response video, Female Nature Consequences. Man, this story on Lauren, gee, she's very transparent. It's a pretty heavy story. Hey, if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. And for you, mummies, boys, cut the umbilical cord, guys. Women are sick of it. They've had enough of you, and so have us older men. And we'll go on to the next one.
So I did mention in the last video that I was talking to two men. So the second...
Okay, so what you've got to realise is these Sheilas will have a couple of men on the trot, and let them. It's not healthy for them, but let them go. It's not a godly way of life. And as I said here, godliness guards the path of people that want to do good, but the evil are misled by sin. How many people do you have to try and find before you get it right? If you haven't got it right in the last one, you're not going to get it right in the next one. Now, these people and myself, look, my last 6 relationships, I've had to let them go. One was a marriage. I've just had to let them go. They've all ended up on their own. They got a bang here and there and just gave up. This is another case of that. She's not a bad-looking bird, but let's see what happens.
Man that I was talking to called himself shades of grey. It's kind of a red flag before you even start, but you know, I thought, okay, so he opened with quite an acceptable line, and we had a nice conversation, and he was...
Now, guys, just let me say, this woman's past the prime. You've got she's an old woman. She's not a young woman, she's just an old woman. Her days are done.
Obviously quite bright. He could, you know, capitalise and use punctuation, which is, you know, that's nice after the conversations I've had for the last 12 months. I did ask him what his actual name was. His name's Dick. Yeah, no. His name's Dick. Yeah, no, it's Richard. Anyway, but the first thing that came to mind was Dr. Dick, because, you know, I'm slightly obsessed with catfish. Anyway, so chatted to him for a bit. He physically is what I quite like. He's 6 foot. He's, you know, a big lad. I'm not into skinny little gym bunny types. He's same age as me. Had a job in finance. We had the boring conversation about what had happened during lockdown, blah blah blah, and how did you manage it. He was quite interested in my job, and then we started talking about where we lived and who we lived with.
He lives
He's a 50-year-old man who lives at home with his mother. He's never been married and he doesn't have children.
Oh guys, I'm sick of you calling me mummy's boy. Get out of home, you little brats. 50 years old, still living with his mum.
Doesn't have any pets.
Oh no.
What am I supposed to do with that? I have, like, a garden full of rabbits and guinea pigs and a dog and a cat, and I've got...
Here we go. I always say these single people have got reptiles and guinea pigs and ferrets, and I want to play that again. Look, here's a classic example of it, because they need something to fall back on when they wreck everything up. Look.
How am I supposed to do that? I have, like, a garden full of rabbits and guinea pigs and a dog and a cat, and I've got grown-up children and I've got grandchildren, and he's not going to understand that.
But she's just as equally single. She's just as equally single, with more baggage than what he's got.
Why does he still live at home with his mother?
Good point. Why does he still live at home with his mother? Yeah, why? It's just not right, is it, guys? There's something wrong out there now.
Oh, God. Anyway, no, not going on a date with him. I'm not going to go on a date with anyone, am I? Anyway.
She'd be a good little catch, I suppose. You don't know what she'd be like to live with. She's obviously got a lot going on. Guys, we're going to leave it there at that. Godliness guards the path of the blameless, but the evil are misled by their sin. You see, if you want to do good, you'll get good. If you want to do bad, you'll get bad. It's as simple as that. Hey, thanks for joining us on the Pro Bricky exclusive YouTube channel, guys. Stacks of videos for you to watch there on all different subjects, ranging right across the spectrum. If you haven't already, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Why not? Leave a comment most of all. If you're a mummy's boy, get off it. Get out of your mum's titty. This is Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison on the Pro Bricky exclusive YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.